A child. Oh, I see stuff. Hello everybody, my name is MOLPE the first student and welcome to a test. My best friend always loves to tease me about that I'm a bit hyperactive and I'm all around the place and I am doing stuff all the time, and she's always she even calls me ADHD sometimes as a nickname. But I have never had it diagnosed or something like that, and I don't think I am really ADHD or ADD or anything like that, but maybe I have some signs. Maybe I have had ADHD or ADD in the past and I just managed to live with it, with the side effects. I don't know. Anyway, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, that's ADHD, is somewhat difficult to diagnose. Why? Because everyone who cannot... Am I making sense? No, I'm not. Anyway, why? Well, for one thing, the CADD, not able to focus on one thing, something like that. For one thing, the symptoms are common problems that everyone faces. We are all forgetful, distracted, restless, overwhelmed, and losing track of things now and then. Yeah! So what makes attention deficit or hyperactivity disorder a disorder? What are these signs? What are these? Click. The test is called Total ADD, by the way. It's ongoing and impairing. Unlike being pregnant or being Belgian, ADHD is matter of degree. Well, being pregnant is kind of also a matter of degree, like the month or the stage. No, test. When intention, procrastination, overwhelm and restless are constant, frustrating problems that undermine many areas of your life. It's a disorder. Note! This quiz has been approved by 2 independent ADHD specialists. Yeah, I'm gonna play this video to my best friend. She is studying special pedagogical things, and I think her final final work is specialized on the ADHD kids. So maybe she can, sweetie, if you are watching, and I know that you are, and you are probably laughing right now a lot at me. Anyway, if you are watching, you can tell me if this is like good or not good tests. You can write it in the comments down below. Go and write it. Not now. Wait until you see the test. Anyway, this quiz is blah blah blah. It will give you a sense of whether I sense weather today. Whether or not you have this mindset, but it will not replace a proper assessment by a doctor who understands ADHD. Correct. Anything that happens in this video stays in this video, and no one can tell the difference. That's not what I wanted to say at all. Anyway, this is just really like fun test in quotes, because it's not really fun, and we're just gonna try to talk. I just want you to like, there's a lot of subscribers, almost 100 subscribers, and it's I think like it's, oh my god, it's such a huge number. So there's a lot of you, and maybe you would like to know something about me, but because the English is not my primary language, it's not so easy for me to talk in videos about me, like my personality, and this is a kind of way to like show you something about me. This quiz is not intended to give you a definite medical diagnosis. That's what I wanted to say all along. Who said I didn't? Understand? I understand. I played Papers, Please. Right now, like 2 minutes ago. This first 9 questions explore in attention and focus. Choose either yes or no. Of course, life is rarely black and white. If what we are describing happens to you regularly, then yes. If select no, if it's hardly ever or not at all. Start quiz! Does not give close attention to detail, makes careless mistakes. I do give close attention to details, but I am making so many mistakes. Do you make small mistakes in your work? Do you skim read? Rush things? Do you mess up dates or numbers wrong? Fail to notice typos? Offer overall details in filling forms? Or forget to edit attachments to emails? Do you make simple errors because you weren't paying attention? I would say no to this question, because I do small mistakes in my work. I kind of do skim read and I rush things a lot. But I am trying to, as I said, I am kind of used to being me. In 25 years I've been me so far, and I rush things, but I get used to rush things like 2 or 3 times over and over, and then I'm trying to notice all mistakes. I do not mess up dates. Well, I have had a lot of trouble with messing up numbers, because I just thought 4 and I wrote 7 and everything was wrong. And with the dates I have problems too sometimes. I don't like to get track of dates, like what date it is, because who cares? Who cares what date it is? But I notice typos a lot, because I'm kind of grammar Nazi. Yeah, something new about me you didn't know. Now you hate my channel. I know, it's okay. Often overall details in filling forms. I would say no to this question in general, because I pay attention to details a lot. Difficulty keeping your attention on task. Ha! Now we are talking. Do you find it difficult to stick with things, even leisure activities? Do you get distracted, perhaps going off to do something else all the time? Or you end up doing several things all the time? Do you struggle following through on longer complex tasks? Kinda. When I stay focused on the tasks, I do not have trouble to follow, but I usually get distracted by something on my way to the task. Perhaps shorter deadlines work better for you. Yes, really. I not all these may resonate with you, but answer yes if any of them do. So this one is right, this one is right, this one is right, this one is right, and I wouldn't say that I find it difficult to stick with things, because I kind of can do like 3 things at one time, but I can do them for a long time. Yes. Doesn't appear to be listening when spoken to directly. I'm trying to not to do that. Do you seem distracted during conversation? Do you tune out or zone out? I sometimes do that. I know that people hate that, and I hate when people are doing that to me, and I'm really trying to not to, but if I'm if I'm tired or stuff, I was it happened to me actually last in the school, my teacher was talking, and he was talking about something really interesting, but I wasn't just. I don't know what was wrong, but there was a window which was opening right behind him because there was a wind, and it was just opening and closing just a bit, and I was watching the window, and then I realized that I'm not listening to the professor, and I just looked right at him, and then I looked at the window, and it was still opening and closing, and I freaked him out so much that he kept looking behind him because I kept looking at him and behind and behind, and it was I have no idea what he was saying and I was really trying to pay attention. You're looking right at someone, but you are lost in your thought, or distracted by a video screen, or another conversation. This happens to me all the time, and I when somewhere something's moving, I just have to look. I usually keep listening to the conversation, but I just have to look where the movement is, like TV screens or fish in the tanks. Oh, that's happening to me all the time. Your mind wanders, jumping around, missing what's being said. You end up apologizing. Sorry, I missed it. I do not apologize like that. I usually say, sorry, I wasn't here. Can you say that again? You may not. You may even lose track of what you are saying. I'll go on that. Sometimes, not as often as the other ones, but yes, definitely this is the yes question for me. Doesn't follow instruction, fail to finish. Doesn't follow instructions, yes. Fail to finish, nope. You don't bother to read instructions, what? You don't follow regular routines, even in getting ready for work. You struggle to stick to the schedule or plan. I'd say this is kinda true, yes, because I don't have a regular routine even in school, because someday my school starts at 8, someday it starts at 10, so I do not need to get up at the same time every day, but I plan to change that actually, I really do. And even on weekends I have, for example, last weekend I had free weekend this weekend, it was awesome, but the next weekend I'm gonna be teaching and learning how to teach, and the next weekend I'm gonna be teaching, and the next weekend it's gonna be really hard, and it's just not really regular. So it's when I'm alone at the cottage for holidays, I can actually make a good plan of my day, like get up, make breakfast, eat breakfast, get up, go out with dogs, make breakfast, feed the dogs, do something to school, do something, go for a walk. I don't know. I actually have this planned really well, and I kind of follow that a lot. If I don't get distracted for a long time. So I do not have struggled to stick to a schedule or plan. You prefer to get started rather than read through instructions. Yes. I never read instructions. You are not being obstinate. What does obstinate mean? Wait. Oh, obstinate. I learned a new word. Zatvrzelý. You know what to do, but you just don't do it. You are not being. I am. Wait. In like for lots of things started. Lots of things started. Lots of go, but not much finished. No, this is no question for me. Nope. Difficulty organizing activities. Do you have trouble in organizing your schedule at work, social events, or hobbies? Do you create long to-do lists that you then find overwhelming? No. Do you buy one agenda or organizing system after another, but you don't follow them or lose track of them? No. Does planning a big pleasures event, even fun vacation, feel doubted? Yes. Do you procrastinate because you can't see where to start or where. Not really. I know that there's yes if any of them is true. This is a yes for me, but I do not do long to-do list, or if I had trouble organizing activities, I couldn't like make the theater with my friend. We have to organize that, and we're both. I'd say that we are both pretty organized when it comes to that. I don't know. Do you procrastinate because you can't see where to start? That's usually a thing when I like know where to start, but I don't know how to start at the end. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes because that says if any of them do. But I'd say this is a no question. And if I will have another one like this, I'm gonna put no there. Avoid tasks that require sustained mental effort. Do you struggle to finish things that require a lot of concentration over a long period of time? Even things you enjoyed, yet other times you're in the zone and hyper-focused? Yes, actually, this is exactly what, because my mother told me that I cannot have ADD or a problem with the focus, because I can focus on something for a long time, but I can be in the zone and hyper focus or something. But sometimes I really have trouble to concentrate on something. Do you avoid routine tasks that feel monotonous? Yes. Yes. When faced with important tasks, you will put them off. You will a dozen small tasks instead. Yes. This is how I made the. What did I make? Wait, what did I make? I was supposed to write my work for school. So I played the violin and I exercised and I wrote a script to a theater thing or part of the script and stuff like that. Yes, this is actually yes question for me. Frequently misplace or lose things you need. All the time. You cannot find phone keys, glasses all the time. You often misplace TV remote, your phone, or a tool. I had it in my hand a minute ago. Yes, and after another minute, I will find out that I still have it in my hand. It's like you're going somewhere with the glasses. Where did I put my glasses? I had them in my hand. But where did I put them? I don't know. Yes. You often misplace important paperwork and you can't find it. Or something. You can't find something you just bought. I'd say no to that. Because when something is really important, I have like places where I put those things. But again, I live with myself for a long time and I know myself, so I know things I need to do. Like I need to have one place where I put everything important, and I do it automatically now. So I do not need to think about it. And when I come home and I'm, for example, getting the things out of the bag. Getting the things out of my bag, and I have something important in my head, I actually go and put it I put it on this one place and it's right next door, so I don't need to look for it, go there for a long time. So yes, I don't misplace those, but it's just because I have a system now. Your home and your office are cluttered. Things have been out where you can see them, otherwise you'll forget them. It piles my teaching, work, school. Yes. Look at this one I have right here. This is so I wouldn't forget to write my work for school. Oh my god. Yeah, and I want to paint. Fuck. I hate this quiz. I Are you easily distracted? What? I wasn't talking about painting right now, or about my work, or about anything doing this quiz. Does your attention get pulled away by noises outside your window, conversation, or something happening across the room? Yes! Damn it. You're often distracted by your own thoughts or conversations. You can zone out, lost. That's what we were talking about. You may be smart, but a bit absent-minded, a daydreamer. I'm not usually doing that like in the conversation, or trying to not to. When I'm tired, I do that sometimes, I have to say, because when someone's talking and they start to talk about stuff, and I think like, oh yeah, this is not really my thing, but I love this person. Oh, remember how we went to the cottage last summer and we were baking pie there, and oh, maybe we should bake a pie. Yes, I kind of, yes. I am a big daydreamer. I love to daydream. It's just like listen to music and just daydream. Yes. Forgetful. You often lose track of what you are supposed to be doing, or forget what you've already done. You forget to pack something and have to go back. You're terrible with names. That's not true. I'm not awesome, but I'm good with faces. I'm one of the person. I don't know if you've seen the study about person that there are people who can remember other people better than the others. And the interesting thing about this thing was, the study was that people who are remembering other people good are very are noticing their noses. I'm always really, I don't know why I'm not that this will sound weird, but I'm watching people's noses. Just like I can like person based on their nose. I like the nose that there's like kind of like mine, not the other way. And okay, what was I? Yeah, and I am a bit tired right now. Actually, I really am. It's 1 AM right now. But I'm good with the names, and I'm very good with the faces. When you are alone, you talk out loud to yourself to stay on track. Sticky notes, and perhaps you bought something and you then realized you already own one on several. Do another? No, this is actually not what I do. I do lose track of stuff, like typically the keys and stuff like that, but it's not like everyday kind of thing. And as I said, I'm not terrible with names, and I do not forget. I use my calendar, and without what I do not put in my calendar, I forget usually. Yes, that's the case. So again, I live with myself for a long time, and I know how do I work, so I know that I have to put everything in my calendar. And I always I apologize a lot, like I'm sorry, I have to write this down, because if I don't write this down, it's like it wouldn't happen at all. So yeah, submit. Oh, I got 6 out of 9. Seriously? Oh, 5 or higher suggest inattention is problem for you. While most people struggle with some of these symptoms, that doesn't mean they have ADHD. They could be stressed by major life events or any number of medical issues. I don't really medical issues. But your score suggests that full assessment by a specialist would understand ADHD might be in order. About 4 to 5% of adults are struggling with focus, distraction, and attention. I am special. I'm one of the 4 to 5%. These challenges undermine their goals and good intentions in many areas of life, despite all their best efforts. Kinda. Now let's look at hyperactivity. 6 questions and impulsivity. 3 questions. Problems areas. Well, go to part 2. This is gonna be a long video, isn't it? Well, you can learn something about me and maybe about yourself as well. You probably don't bounce around like a hyperactive child. Oh, I see stuff. But perhaps you often feel restless, driven, like there's a dynamo inside you. Maybe you're impatient, on to go. Thoughts race, sometimes stumbling, ricocheting. Wait. Well, this is helpful. Thank you. Bullet shells of pressure. Okay. What was I saying? As you pour out one idea after another, maybe you may crave excitement and trying new things or love highly stimulating activities with big payoff. Let's take closer with the hyperactivity. Physical restless, fidgety. Do you grow fidgety? Okay, fidgety. Neposedný. Yes. Do you grow fidgety during meetings? Yes. I usually, you can see it on the videos, but I cannot sit through one video in one position. I usually change the positions, even though I am sitting right on this chair and I don't have much room around me. I have very small room. Very small room, and even that I can just change. I hated church. I hated church like messes and long classes, and I even don't like classical concerts because they're just too long. You just have to sit there for too. I want to change that. I plan to make my own the last concert that I will have on my school, that I plan to have it big. I plan to have it nice, gorgeous, and it's not gonna be boring just standing there and flying. No, I'm gonna, it's gonna be good. You even become antsy during long conversation. Do you fidget with keys, braces, coins and pens all the time? Through the hell. What? I didn't change my hairstyle through this video. Yeah. Answer yes if some of these examples resonate with you. Do you tap your foot or bounce? Yes. Constantly shift. I am constantly shifting. The fucking tilting your chair way back when you are thinking. I wouldn't do that. Fuck. Do you feel the need to get up and move? Do you pace while you're on? Yes. Wish you could pace during meetings. Kinda. Do you walk faster than others and have to wait for them? Not really. Since I started to walk out with dogs, I got this. I got used to walking like slowish, not slow, but in a normal way, and not very fast. I used to walk very fast, but I'm not doing that anymore. Do you like to be in action, on the move? Yes. When you are required to sit and do something challenging like finish a paper, you do need to take frequent breaks and share. Yes. I don't know how to answer this because I cannot do long challenging financial paperwork for a long time. I really need to have breaks, but I don't think. Okay, I'd say probably yes because I do pace well on my phone, and this is kind of nice too. this is this, and this is just maybe not. It's kind of weird because I'm not tall, but I have a lot like shorter friends, so when I walk my usual steps they need to be faster. But restless. Are you impatient or agitated when things are quiet? Yes. Do you feel rushed, pressured or driven even doing something that isn't urgent? Not really. No. Have you had frequent job changes or moved frequently? And if there's yes to any of them, but I said that I'm gonna put no to the next, and it's not fair because I put the yes. I had 6 to 8 to the distract, the attention focus thing before. Why am I wearing headphones? There's no sound. I'm gonna put some sound into that. I'm gonna put some classical music. It's gonna be nice. Some piano music probably. This is gonna be a long video. Maybe I should change music. I don't know what I will do, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. What was the question again? Are you impatient or yes. No. I don't know. I kinda change jobs. The thing is, for the longest time I teach. Like that's the thing that I'm doing since I was like 15. I tutor, and now I teach, and I'm a tutor and lecturer and teacher and everything. So that's not kind of change of job, but I change but the students change, not because I need to change them, but because I don't know, I don't have time for them anymore, or usually I change students when a new year starts and we find out that our schedules are not working together, so I recommend them to some of my friends. And I moved frequently from place to place. I've lived on 3, 4, 5, 6 places, so it's like maybe, because the other jobs that I have, I used to change a lot. Still not because I wanted to, but because the place shut down, or because I had to focus on school. It was one time actually, or because we just agreed that we don't need to, that we cannot work together anymore because it was exhausting, like because of time. I have this bad habit that I always I'm calling that I'm learning how to say no, because there's so many things I want to do and so many things I would love to do and so many things I am doing right now, and I just have to learn how to say no to stuff. So since I've why did I start to talk about it? I don't know. I'm gonna put yes to this question. Difficulty enjoying leisure activities quietly. You find it hard to relax or work quietly. Small talk is boring, that's true. I don't know. You always have to be trying new things or changing them up. I wouldn't say always, but most of the times. You are always pushing the envelope, tweaking and adjusting. What if we do it this way instead? My bosses can talk a lot about this, and they got used to it pretty quick. There were some tears and stuff, but we are on a good track now. Do you find yourself stirring things up? Stirring. There's so many not new words. Trhující. Styling up. Ooh, rozmíchává. Okay. Do you yes, teasing, yes. a lot. You often drawing attention to yourself. You can be over the top, center of attention. Some would say you are a bit I'm the immaturest and prone to drama. That's what my sister's saying all the time. Everything's a big deal with it. That's what my sister's saying all the time, and I'm telling her that it's not. It's really not. This is actually an interesting thing because when I'm alone in a new group of people, I do not draw attention to myself at all. And the first impression that a lot of people get from me is that I am just a quiet little shadow in the corner, not talking, not doing anything, and just watching and smiling and saying yes and no, and that's all, and maybe some sentence which has like 3 words, and then after a while I will get to this, or if I'm with a friend, when I have some like security background, like that I don't feel that I'm like, you know. Anyway, this is big yes for me. Maybe always on to go, always on the go, driven. Does it often seems like you're always on to go or driven by motor? Are you drawn to one hobby or obsession after another? You have more stamina and enthusiasm than any else. And if it's something you find interesting, you dive in the whole hog like whirling dervish with tons of energy, but then suddenly crash. More of sprint than marathon. Yeah. This is actually very true for me. Again, I lived with myself for a long time now, and I know that I'm saying this a lot, but right now I think I found the right amount of hobbies that are still that I can change. I can switch between them, but I'm not finding new ones. I play games, I make videos, I teach several subjects: math, physics, English, chemistry. What do I teach? Czech sometimes, and the first A, and I study right now, and I'm doing my work on the Dr. Faust, which is awesome and interesting, great. And I play the violin, and I'm drawing. I draw, and that's it. That's what actually makes my life fulfilled right now, and I'm happy with that. It's something that I couldn't say for a long time, that I am happy with my life. It's awesome. Not rude but talkative. You always have lots to say, but you're not great at listening. Not true. You can be an enthusiastic chatterbox who just can't stop. No. If someone else tries to speak, do you get louder because you feel pressure? No. Do you tend to diminish because you're telling great stories but rather learning about? No. You're always... No, this is not... I always have something to say. If people are... if people want to listen to me. But I actually like to listen to other people, if I can make it. I'm not trying to talk over them. I just sometimes have trouble to concentrate on what they are saying, but I like to listen to other people, and I care. It always reveals so much. I am big with the psychology, I love the psychology, and I love to learn about stuff and learn about people and work with people, and it's amazing. And yeah, so I like to. I'm not. The video is gonna be for a fucking hour. Yeah, so no. Congrats, you've completed a happy activity. Just 3 more to go. Exploring impossibility. Blurting out. Are you full of ideas? Your mind jumps. Yes. You don't sit quietly and consider, but immediately offer one idea and opinion after. Yes. This is actually what my teacher told me last time on the course. That when someone asks me a question, I know the answer and I know it right, but I have to stop, breathe, and then answer the question, because I start to answering, then I realize that I said it in the wrong order and I have to go back. Yes. You may seem impatient or dominating, always adding your 2 cents, having to contribute your ideas, and you have a lot of them. I have lots of the ideas. Sometimes I feel the need to express them a lot. I seem impatient and dominating, but I wouldn't say always have to add them, because I live with myself. I said it so many times already. So sometimes, a lot of times, my mind screams, I have to say this right now, and I'm just like, no, it's not worth it. It wouldn't be appreciated. The people have to think about you something. Don't say everything you think. And so I'm like making this not to be true. But if I wouldn't, it would be true. You're enthusiastic and interested in new challenges. You say yes to everything. That's what I was saying the last time. Yes, I am learning how to say no. So yeah, this is like yes for me. Hate lineups or waiting for everyone to arrive. Not really. I always have a book by my side, so I can read. I like to read. You will move from one checkout line to another seeking faster no. I usually just wait. You'll go out of your way to avoid slow traffic. Or long conversation, yes. Slow traffic, not really. When I'm in a hurry, maybe, but not so much. Can't stand people who speak slow. I cannot stand a small talk, painful boring. Yes! Oh my god, yes. This is why I actually blur out during some conversation, because they're just talking about the weather or the shoes or something that they are wearing, or they're like, oh my god, you have nice this thing, or you have nice hair today, have you changed your color? And I'm like, what? No, I hate it. A friend who asks you the waitress about every item on the menu makes you crazy. I don't have a friend like that. I wouldn't call a person like that a friend. Do you hate waiting for other people to not really. You just sit back and relax. You can just sit back and relax. I would say no for this question, because most of them are no. This is yes. This is yes, but most of them are no, so no. Do you interrupt or intrude others? Do you interrupt, chime in? Is that how you pronounce it? Or intrude into other people's conversation? Do you feel the need to top someone's story or do you always have an opinion? Yes. Or an idea you feel? Yes. And yes, they may well be great. Yes, there are. Answer yes if these are familiar challenges. Perhaps you don't see it, but others have mentioned it to you. I do not interrupt. I interrupt when I feel it's important, but I don't think it's worse than others. Do you feel you need to top someone's story? Yes. As I said before, this is kind of the same question. I have the urge to do it, but I'm not doing that because I know about it. Oh my god, 7 out of 9. It was so many. I thought there was less. No. Fuck. For hypergams, the threshold score is 5 or more. Blah 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 blah. Main issues for you since you score 5 or more in part 1. This suggests you may have what is called predominantly combined subtype of ADHD. This is the most common type of ADHD. Oh. So Misha, if you're watching, you might be right about some things about me. Let's go of fear. Let's go of fear. Okay, I'm not gonna read this all on the video. You can read it yourself if you want to. I'm not gonna read this on the video. You can read this if you want to by yourself. Whoa, what's this? And it's for 20 suspect genes. What? Most of us are born this way. Lots of families, sisters. Yeah. I'm starting to be tired. So I'm starting to be solution is not try harder. You're already trying as hard as you can. Blah 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 blah. Get educated. Yes. Get educated. Find a hobby. Start to learn something. Some new language maybe. Anyway. Yes, this was fun. I think I don't know how long this video will be. It probably won't be for ages. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do. I don't know how much like real results this gets. Let me know how much you think this is reliable, because there is just 9 questions and they're yes or no, so you can kind of like for half of the question it's no, for half of it it's yes, and if there is any of them true, that if anyone who just sometimes who just I don't know always has a bad habit of playing with a pencil or playing with something has ADHD, there would be a lot of ADHD people out there. I don't know. It feels like it's a good test. Maybe it could be a bit more like more things in it. More wait. More detailed. That's what I want to say. Like more detailed answers for that. Because if you have 9 and the most of 9 is 5, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big enough number. But I get that the longer tests take more time and it's not. I don't know. I feel like I feel like even if the tests were more thorough, I still had this results with the most of the points. Anyway, let me know what you guys think if you will try this test, what your results will be, and let me know if you think this is the right test or if there's another test you want to see me take to get me know better. Anyway, thank you for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a very big like right there. If you are ADHD as me, leave a like there as me. As this test says I am, leave the link, leave the like in the link in the thing. Because stuff. And if you're new here, subscribe to follow my Siren song, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Love you, bye! Of my thoughts. Would you rather have stretchable legs or have stretchable arms? Ooh. Arms! I don't know if I did it right or wrong!